Happy Sabbath, everyone!
Happy Sabbath!
I love this quarter. It speaks about family, and it speaks about education within the home. What does the Bible say about education in the family, and what principle can we take away from it for ourselves, whatever our family situation happens to be? Let's dive into the lesson for this week, titled The Family.
Our memory text is taken from Proverbs 1 verse 8. My son, hear the instruction of your father, and do not forsake the law of your mother.
Sabbath afternoon. As human beings, we are always ideally learning. In fact, life itself is a school. From the earliest times, the faithful in Israel had given much care to the education of the youth. Fathers and mothers were to instruct their children that the law of God is an expression of His character, and that as they received the principles of the law into their heart, the image of God was traced on mind and soul.
Sunday, the first family. The system of education established in Eden centered in the family. Adam was the son of God. Luke 3 verse 38. And it was from their father that the children of the highest received instruction. In Genesis 4 1-4, we have both Cain and Abel bringing their offerings to the Lord. As the story shows, a good education doesn't always lead to the kind of outcome that one would hope for.
Monday, the childhood of Jesus. Scripture gives us very little detail about the childhood of Jesus. Through the text, we can see that both Mary and Joseph were faithful Jews, seeking to live in obedience to the laws and commandments of God. The child Jesus did not receive instruction in the synagogue schools. His mother was his first human teacher. He needed not the education to be obtained from such sources, for God was his instructor.
Tuesday, communication. Education at any level is communication. The teacher is the one who has the knowledge to convey to the student. Good teaching works on the emotional and personal level. In the case of the family as a school, this is so very important. Taking the time to sow the proper seeds of communication will not only prepare the family members for a personal relationship with Christ, but also help to develop interpersonal relationships within the family.
Wednesday, the role of parents. Parents have an awesome responsibility. Christian parents have a moral obligation to provide a biblical model of Christ and the church by their behavior. In the end, though, we all have been given the sacred gift of free will. Ultimately, when they are adults, our children will have to answer for themselves before God.
Thursday, lest ye forget. Parents are to play the first major role in integrating biblical teachings into their children's lives. This is the essential time when parents minister to their children about the love and promises of God. Designating a regularly scheduled time to teach the wisdom and promises of God personally to your children will positively impact your family for generations to come.
Friday. Upon fathers as well as mothers rests a responsibility for the child's earlier as well as its later training. And for both parents, the demand for careful and thorough preparation is most urgent. The work of cooperation should begin with the father and mother themselves in the home. In the training of their children, they have a joint responsibility, and it should be their constant endeavor to act together.
Have a happy Sabbath.